What's up, everyone? This is Ryan from the Drop Podcast. I was able to sit down with Ryan McCormick, currently 19th on the points list for the Korn Ferry Tour, as he got ready for the Magnit Championship here in New Jersey at Metedeconk. Ryan was nice enough to give me a few minutes before he teed off for the tournament, and I wanted to send you right to that interview. Just a disclaimer, his mic dropped out right at the end of our interview, so his audio for the last couple seconds is not that great, but still wanted to keep it in. So here's a quick sit down I did with Ryan. Enjoy. All right, so today's guest is Ryan McCormick. We are here on location at Metedeconk for the Magnit Championship. Korn Ferry Tour stop, whatever number this season. I think there's only 4 left, right?
Correct, after this week, yep.
So this is incredible. Thank you for coming on, spending a couple minutes with me here. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, appreciate you guys coming out. Nice to be home. Nice to be back in New Jersey.
I'm sure.
You know, little home game this week, so excited about it.
How much time do you spend at home this week? Are you commuting back and forth, or?
Well, I got 7 a.m. tomorrow, so that would be in a little early wake up from Middletown, so I'm staying a little closer tonight. But got back from Omaha about 1:30 in the morning on Monday.
Jesus.
So I spent a couple days at home.
Okay, good.
A little R&R. But yeah.
I'm sure much needed.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure your parents like seeing you and all that stuff.
There's nothing like being on the road. I mean, I've had 1 week off basically since the first week of April, right?
Wow.
So it's just nice to be home.
Yeah.
Nice to be in a place that I know.
For sure. And you growing up in the area, you played here in high school, I'm sure. Going back.
Yeah, we had this awesome event. It was Coach Dave is how I know him. I don't know his last name off the top of my head, but he was the head coach. Ruckus, there we go. So he was the coach, from Ocean, and we had this awesome Ryder Cup event where we play Monmouth County versus Ocean County.
Yep.
It was at the end of the high school season in the spring, and played, lucky that I got to be on the team for all 4 years, and it was awesome. It was like, look forward to it every spring because it was like the final event, and it was so fun to play with, the best guys in the area. We played, I think, 3 9-hole Ryder Cup style matches, alternate shot, best ball, and singles.
Very cool.
So it was, I remember playing that every year, and it was a blast to be able to be here.
That's impressive to be able to do it for 4 years in a row, because usually that's reserved for juniors and seniors that have had breakout years. So it goes to show your high school accomplishments.
No, I was very proud of what we did in high school. I had to recruit my friends at Mater Dei just to field the team, honestly. And I don't think we won a single match my freshman year. And then my senior year, we beat Rumson Fairhaven, and that was like, honestly, one of the best moments I've had in my sports life. Being able to beat them, they were always so good, and we won our group state championship my junior year, which was just amazing.
That's huge.
So it was some of the best years.
Did some of those other guys go on to play golf in college?
No, none of them did. None of them did, but I was so happy that I was able to get them into golf at that time, and bring them away from probably playing baseball.
Okay.
Which was
it's a tough pull.
A tough pull at the time.
Especially down the Jersey Shore.
Absolutely. So, just introducing them to the game of golf, and it was awesome, those experiences, those 4 years.
That's awesome. That's great. So how do you think so you played this event, or you played this like Ryder Cup style event in high school. I'd gather over the years you've played it a handful of times more than that.
Yeah, the staff here was nice enough to invite me to the pro member last year that they held in the fall.
Okay.
And so I played that. I played a couple other times maybe in the fall. But there was that was the gap between when I had played last was high school and then probably in the fall last year.
Okay. So I'm taking for granted how much you might have played this place.
Definitely played more in high school. They've cut down a lot of trees since then.
Yeah.
The course, is generally the same. But yeah, it's it hasn't changed much. I know they put a new tee in on 17 this year.
Yep.
But other than that, it's pretty much the same minus a few hundred trees.
Good. So. That's good. A few hundred trees.
Yeah. Yep. Just like everywhere.
There's I had a friend who was a member for a little while, and I was fortunate enough to play it once, and I was blown away. And I don't remember what 9 we were on or what hole, but walking and looking at the scorecard, saying like the next hole is 20 feet to my right. I was in the woods, obviously, and I couldn't see where the other hole was because it's so thickly wooded.
Yeah.
And I remember that feeling like very secluded in like the world, that there's like this is the only thing that exists right now is this hole because you can't see anything else around you. Almost like an amphitheater of trees.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like here.
Yeah.
You can't really see a whole lot once you get out there, and I think that's the way that they want it.
For sure.
I think there are no grandstands this week. They want to keep the natural feel of the course. They want to keep that look, and that's what you get here at Metedeconk.
Yeah.
So I think for us players, it's probably the best course we play all year, frankly. Guys have been raving about it. I know we got a little rain the last 4 or 5 days, so it's softened up.
Yep.
But, we don't get to play as many championship courses as I think a lot of the players would like to. So,
right.
It's awesome to be playing here.
So that was one of the questions I was going to ask you was, is there a mixture of, like, seeing some of the scores that you guys throw up, every week, to see that 25 under is not winning a tournament is crazy to think about. And it seems like it's a regularity in your world of what's going on here. How much of that is the courses that you're playing are not championship caliber, as you said, and how much of it is these guys are that good of golfers?
Everybody's really good out here. I don't think people really realize that.
Yeah.
It's a product of a little bit of the weather. We haven't had, I think at this point, the last time we finished golf Thursday, Friday was in May. So we've had a delay every week since then.
Oh.
So, when it gets soft, the courses just become a lot easier,
right.
no matter
you can
what
just
you're
throw
playing.
It at the pin and
So, and frankly, the best formula for scoring is a great course that's in great shape with nice greens, and it's soft and hot. And that is exactly what we have this week.
Okay.
So a lot of the times we are somewhere where it's hot and it's just a little rainy.
Yeah.
So, that combo leads to a lot of low scores, but guys are just so talented. I mean, the setup is not easy.
Right.
These pins are probably pins that most of the members do not see on a regular basis here this week.
Yeah.
They'll be 3 and 4 off the edge, and I'm sure the course record will be broken a couple times this week. And that's no disrespect to the golf course. It's just these guys are that good.
Yeah.
And so I hope everybody can kind of come out who's local and appreciate how good the golf is.
Absolutely. It's we've talked to a few people, and they've said that this is probably the best course that you guys will play all season as far as its difficulty and its championship level, so to speak. So we're interested, like, what are your predictions for the week here?
Well, I was at the Pro-Am party last night while we got rained on pretty good for about an hour. I think besides that rain, the score might be different. We're looking at 20 plus again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too soft. There's 4 par 5s, and with how soft the greens are, you just can't hide the pins enough. So I think, last week we played in Omaha was a great test. It's a great golf course. And I think this place is probably a little bit more challenging.
Gotcha.
And it was 19 under last week.
Wow. Okay.
So I think we're in that same neighborhood. We can't control the weather, so that's kind of just what it is. Yeah.
I haven't even looked at the weather for the rest of the week.
The rest of the week looks good as of right now. Hoping for no more rain, but
at least during the daytime, so you don't get rained on.
Yeah, look, I think we're going to get some wind Friday, it looks like forecasted, so it could dry out a little bit for the weekend. I think that's what the whole staff and everybody here is hoping for. So we'll see how that shakes out. Yeah.
It's always a cool like juxtaposition between like you guys wanting it like soft so you can score low, and the grounds crew being like, no, fuck that. Like, well, we don't want you guys setting course records left and right.
Yeah, I think there's a line there of pride where we come to places, and especially here, right? Everybody loves the golf course, and that's why it's so awesome when you get to come here and play. Is because everybody has such pride in being a member here, and getting to play here all the time. And when you come here, it's a special day to be able to play Metedeconk. And so I think you have that pride, and I think you also have, frankly, like 156 players who are just really, really good.
Yeah.
And 30 of us are going to be playing on the PGA Tour next year. And if you follow the PGA Tour, you'll see that a lot of these guys have done great.
Yeah. Well, Ryan, I really appreciate you, again, spending time with me before you get out on the course here. And best of luck this week. Really rooting for you. I know you're inside the top 30 right now. And knock on wood, we're gonna keep that up. And yeah, I'm just wishing you the best of luck. It's so cool to, again, see you in this light, in this environment, and yeah, all the luck in the world for you.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate the support from you guys, and
thank you.
From everybody here this week. I hope they're able to come out and enjoy the golf and see some high-level play, because these guys are incredible. And, it's really a unique opportunity here at the Jersey Shore. We have not had a professional event like this in a long time, so I hope people can come out and enjoy themselves.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ryan.
Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.